We go.
We've done a session 0 with a new character joining us. That will be Stevie, the half-orc level 3 bard, played by Megan.
Howdy.
Hello. So it's writing her into the campaign, and we catch up with Regnak, Damascus, both today being played by the Mockright Ben,
Hello.
because everyone else bailed. So,
Loser.
let's start. It is a good summer on a Thursday morning, and you're all waking up. What's the plan for the day?
Well, last time we were discussing going to Ashton or clearing the dungeon out, the lower floor. We managed to get. Did we do the whole lower floor? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So probably gonna grab Brucey Boy and head over to Ashton.
Yeah.
The only admin stuff to do is rotate my gobos. There we go. So Mosek's on guard duty. Grimjaw's doing, well, technically rest because we don't have any prisoners. And Rain Talker's chilling in the lounge. He'll do sort of admin-y jobs like clean up and hunt and stuff.
Do some shamany.
Yeah, he'll have a little ritual and I don't know, do his little spell where he tells what the weather's going to be like.
Cloudy with a chance of light rain.
What else does he have actually? Druidcraft guidance. Tech magic fairy fire. What does guidance do? Nothing that'll make a difference. Cool. Yeah, he'll just chill and do shamany things.
Cool. So you're about a 2-hour walk away from Ashton North. Roll me a d20, please.
I got an 8.
Look. Ashton.
I should also say that Damascus would be coming with me, just because worth bringing him along.
Yeah. Tanky boy.
Nice
Always
to have a big, strong man. Big strong man.
I need a
strong
hero.
metal.
Oh, we all do.
In the form of metal.
Yeah, he's a weird metal man.
We love to see it.
From the south side, from this bit of the crossroads, if I the map correctly. So if you want to drag your characters on, and Stevie, new bard, has been staying in Quincy's cabin after an eventful evening of flirting and playing music. She passed out on one of the tables and hasn't moved since.
Sounds like a good night.
Yep.
Stevie knows how to party. But she awakens with a absolutely killer hangover, not used to Quincy's special brand of ale that she got into.
How are you doing this morning, love? Says Quincy.
Honestly, darling, I've felt better. I don't suppose you've ever been deep fried and satisfying to quell this hangover in its tracks.
Well, love, I've got some beef jerky and more ale.
Right, you can stick that ale straight up where the sun don't shine, but I will take that jerky. How much will that set me back?
2 copper, love.
Now, I think I have... Hang on. Let me see what I have. I think I only have silvers. So I put down a silver.
Okay, so -1 silver, and then you get back 8 copper, and he comes back with the beef jerky, looking nice and fresh and deeply crispied.
I scarf it all, slightly regretting it. But I swallow down my nausea and I head outside to the water fountain. I need that crispy H2O in my poor aching skull right now. I refresh my face and I take a nice deep drink.
Good fresh.
Good and
Yes.
fresh.
In comes Rick and Damascus.
Yeah, so you'll see. I'll just describe how they look to you, just so you sort of know. Rek just looks like a weird small bird man in a lot of cape and leather armor. But you would notice Damascus, he would stick out a fucking mile away, because he's this huge metal man with a black and white like surcoat, like the old knights used to wear.
Yeah.
And he's just strolling around, big warhammer on his shoulder, a shield is part of his arm, and he's just gonna look very weird and out of place in a tiny little village, because he's probably half the size of the village, because he's huge.
We like a nice big daddy up in this club.
Not gonna question that.
No questions, only slutty answers.
Yes, that is how we roll.
I see now why you two are friends.
Yep.
What can I say? It takes all sorts.
As long as it's not licorice, all sorts, we're fine.
A matchmaking private eye.
Exact. I miss those days, man.
I kind of do, but also really don't.
Yeah. An odd time. Anyway, after I clear the sleep from my eyes and my headache has quelled, I see these two odd-looking fellows walking into the village. I've never seen them before. I figure I go talk to them.
I mean, there's nothing else really catching my eye, so we'd be heading over the well anyway, so... Jesus, Bruce has got 31 HP.
Uh-huh.
Damn, he's a tank.
Yeah.
So you guys see a large green, slightly worse for wear looking half-orc approaching you. She's wearing a sort of a leather jacket, shoulder pads. She's wearing a bizarre, kind of mullety haircut. She looks eccentric, but she approaches you with a smile, asks you, "Well, howdy there. What brings you to this town yourselves?"
Well, we are new to the area. We have recently moved in, shall we say, to a nearby village, and we're just exploring the local area, seeing... I am a goblin hunter by trade, and this is one of my companions, Damascus. Alright. I don't know what voice to do for Bruce's character, so he's getting grog for now.
Yep.
And we were perhaps seeing if there had been any incidents of goblins in the area, which we could persuade them to leave the village alone in exchange for a small fee.
Ah, yeah. Well, yesterday you would not believe I had to go and save a blacksmith kid, which turned out to be a freaking goat. And I went into a goblin dungeon and I got attacked by rats, which was super embarrassing considering I am 7'2", pure muscle, you know. But hey ho, I managed to drink away my sorrows last night. A bit hungover, but yeah, I'm much and such in the same boat as you. I'm new here, just breezed in. Dulcimer on my back and a smile on my face.
Oh, but perhaps there is something I could do to ease your pain. Chuck, would you consider a hangover a poison or disease?
Yep. Dehydration is poisoned by alcohol.
Cool. In which case, I'm going to touch you. Don't be scared. And I'm just going to put a hand on your shoulder and use my newfound ability when I can open up my character sheet because it's in a different window. And I am going to expel 5 hit points from my pool of lay on hands and cure that disease. So you're now no longer hungover.
My head instantly clears. I no longer have a pounding headache, and I no longer feel sick to my stomach. Well, son, I don't know what you just did there, but you got some magical hands on you, darling.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
I bet I'm not, sweetie.
And Damascus just grunts. Yeah. Because again, I don't know how to play Brusque's character, so he's just going to be the grunting silent type.
Yes.
We like that.
Also, congratulations, Chuck, on using the blacksmith's kid. What a great dungeon that is.
Everyone should do it at least once, and I think it's the perfect first ever dungeon to do.
I really wish I'd recorded the first time I did that with the D&D group.
I wish I'd
fantastic.
recorded. They were so mad. They were like, how do we make the goat human again? And I'm like, you're not getting the pun.
Yeah, it was great. Being that you've spent longer in this village than we have, we've spent a grand total of 30 seconds. Is there perhaps any gathering place or any village elder who may be in charge?
Village elder? I am not quite sure of that, but I know there is a local watering hole, Quincy's Tavern, and there's also a Bizarro Merchants, which is also a whorehouse. Depends on what you're vibing.
Well, I guess if you're selling one thing, why not sell another?
Exactly. There's a market for everything, by Jove. She covers them all.
Do I notice anything interesting about the well, by the way? Is it just like a bog standard village well?
You can sense that it has some good energy to it in your kind of passive magic vibeness of good and evil. You can tell that it's good.
Okay, that divine sense isn't passive, by the way. I have to open it up. I only get so many uses a day.
The water is clean then.
Is there any sort of statues or anything sort of interesting about it?
Yeah, the water that spurts out of the middle podium, it's carved in stone to look like a dragon's mouth. You would recognize from your time in the war as this is a blue dragon.
Fair enough. Perhaps we should take a look at the merchant and then perhaps see what else this village has to offer. You are welcome to join us, if you should so wish, when I can speak.
You know what? I think I just might. I think I need some new friends anyway.
What's Stevie's passive wisdom, by the way? Because I just realised I told a massive lie.
13.
What, they have a +1 wisdom and then 2 for proficiency?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want me to roll to see if they actually clock onto my lie?
Yeah?
No, it's fine.
You're good.
That's fine. I'm a liar by trade, by the way.
I know your lie. I know it.
Basically, out of character, the goblin hunter is just a protection racket.
Yes.
Not bad.
You're like
human.
mafia.
Yeah, except only smaller and greener. With all my thugs. Instead of being like hard Italian people, they're annoying little goblins.
Well, I'm hungover. Well, not hungover anymore, but I'm dumb, so I'm just here for the party.
Fair enough. So yeah, let's pop over to the merchant, see if there's anything that tickles my pickle.
Okie dokie. Let me open it. Got a new picture. It's a better picture, innit?
That looks like the same picture.
No, I accidentally put the mercenary picture on both of them.
Oh, okay.
In, so I had to find the picture.
It is very hippie.
Yes, but imagine there's a stage in the corner with a pole on it.
Okay.
It's the strippers that sell things. Just enjoy it.
I'd love to see the advert of like trying to use sex to sell a healing potion.
I can think of many ways how that would work. You feeling down? You not feeling yourself? Well, take this healing potion, then you'll be fit enough to plow this thing.
Alright, my love, you can plow my field any day. Farmer Giles.
Weaseling. Ooh. Anyway, I've forgotten what accent I gave.
Apparently whale.
Oh, can I help you?
That actually hurt a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Greetings. I am known in these lands as Regnak, a goblin hunter. I was wondering if I could have a chance look at your wares, see if there's anything that may help me in my endeavours.
Oh yes, dear, the bargain bucket's just there.
What kind of crow person do you take me for? Bargain bucket?
It's got some good shit in it.
I'll have a look then.
Yeah, I can vouch for this little lady. There is some decent shit in that bargain bucket.
Your wig's hanging on the wall behind her, by the way.
Dang, I'm saddened that that's not sold yet.
Buy it back.
I don't buy it back because I cut my own hair into a mullet.
So you don't need another mullet.
I don't need another mullet. Too many mullets is too much power. I don't want to OP Stevie because that just would be fair in the rest of yous.
For every mullet, you get one armor class.
Yeah.
So in the bargain bucket, there's lots of studs which you could affix to armor, if you wanted to, for example.
I mean,
There,
I've already got studded leather armour. Or a brigandine, as it's actually called.
for other things, this is for both of you, if you want some stuff like that.
I pick up the studs and examine them. I slam them down on the counter and I make an offer for them because I want to buy them to bedazzle my jacket.
Hell yeah. And that would count as studded leather armor, I would make that.
Nice. God knows I need more leather and armor in my life.
In game or out of game?
Both.
Nice.
Yeah. How much are you offering? They're not worth much. Like 1 or 2 copper would be a good deal.
I would trade off something, but fuck it. I put 2 copper down on the counter.
Can you roll me a persuasion, please?
Oh shit, sorry. Didn't mean to roll it twice. My computer's being super slow.
It's not even come through on my...
Oh god, it keeps coming. Jesus.
Oh lord.
Oh lord, it's coming. It's saying the connection to my server's interrupted. Sorry, my internet's really slow.
That's chill.
Might need to refresh the Roll20 window. It does that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Probably. Just do that now. Oh, Jesus. I am connected to the internet, you rat bastard. Oh, good grief.
Did you see what the first thing you rolled was?
I can't remember now, honestly. I'm so sorry.
Jill. At least I'm not the only one with a laptop.
I think I might be the only person in the whole group who has functioning technology.
Yeah.
It's literally just been my internet. It is on its knees, and I don't know why.
What I'll do now then is I'll go through like other stuff that's in the bargain bucket, and we'll see if Ben wants any of it.
Yes. Oh, there we go. I think I'm back. But yeah, keep going.
There's, along with the pouch of the studs for armor, there is some random feathers. There is what looks like a thing that sharpens weapons, like a sharpening stone, but it's like handheld for on the go. Quite cool.
A whetstone.
Yes, there we go. That's the thing. What else? Do you want anything in particular, Ben? At some point.
What I will do is sort of open up my divine sense and see if there's anything that strikes me as particularly good or evil.
Mhm.
Because that would catch my attention, if I'm honest.
Mhm.
As for specific things I want, let's have a look. I've got uniforms for my gobos.
There may be a helmet in there.
I am after a very specific helmet.
Yes. Would you like to try the helmet on?
I would like to try the helmet on.
Sit snugly. You look in a mirror. Your eyes glow red.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's have a look. And is there anything that strikes me as particularly good or evil?
Nothing that stands out incredibly. The helmet you can feel is on the evil side, though.
Well, I shall. Does she have any ball bearings?
You can ask. They're not in the bargain bucket, though.
No, it's just because they're treats for, Cubit.
The sentient, yeah.
But I'll stick the helmet on the counter. And how much, as a goblin hunter, a good helmet is always a boon. How much would you take for the helmet?
It's a brass looking, but you can tell that it's iron and has just been finished with something helmet.
Okay.
From what you can tell, it's very well made. So you're thinking if you can get it in the region of like a couple silver, that'll be good. But her opening offer, well, I do that for about 8.
I'm afraid such a piece would not be worthy of that. Looking at the quality of the craftsmanship, I wouldn't be able to offer more than 8 copper for this, I'm afraid.
What's your best?
As I said, 8 copper would be a more than fair offer.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh, never mind.
She's not sold on the 8 copper. Her next counter offer is 4 silver.
Hmm.
Fucking back, boys.
Oh yeah.
But yes, continue your bargaining. I'm just sort of standing here looking at admiring the studs and eyeing up the feathers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in the studs for my friend here, and another
A
item
small
of their choosing.
It's
And
a small bag of owl feathers.
Oh yeah, owl feathers for sure. I'll take that.
I'll meet 2 silver for both of our goods.
Roll me persuasion.
Hey, I didn't crit fail that time. Yay!
Yay! She takes it.
And then I hand over a gold piece and expect change because I don't have any silver on me.
Oh.
After all that haggling.
She dishes you out the appropriate change, but kind of gives you a bit of a side eye.
Yeah, I should probably start rolling around with smaller coinage on me.
Mm.
I have
Go
a
to
gold.
Quinn. I'm sure he could exchange some for you.
Nah, it's fine. I'll just come back when they're sleeping.
Okay.
Charming.
Just a question. Is the coinage stored anywhere particularly easily accessible?
She seems to have what looks like a mechanical drawer. You can hear from the other side of the counter it is kind of under the desk, but she seems to either push a button or turn a key or something. There's a clicking noise, and then she pulls the drawer out, and as she puts it back in, you hear the clicking again.
Probably couldn't manufacture a distraction with Damascus quick enough to have a look.
Mm.
I shall bid her farewell and attach. I'll just like strap the helmet to my arm or something. So it's well, I've got a backpack. I'll just put it in my backpack. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna wear a big red-eyed helm down as much as I'd like to. Maybe when I've got a bigger army.
Yes.
But I have everything I wanted from the store, so unless you want to continue having a look around, we could just have a wander around town, see what's what, scope out defenses.
Cool. I put the studs in my backpack for a thing to my jacket later, and I tie one of the owl feathers into my glorious flowing mullet. I give Asada a smile and I thank her because after watching the haggling, I'm feeling secondhand cringe. So I'm like, thank you, darling. Have a nice day. I'll see you later.
Bye.
And I follow my compatriots out, ready for adventuring times.
Hell yeah.
So essentially, my plan is to kind of just scope the village out, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
To see if there's anything particularly defendable that would pose a problem if they didn't take my offer of protection.
From what you can see in the middle, you can tell that there is what looks to be a mercenaries guild or outpost.
Would Bruce's character, because he knows sort of local mercenaries, he'd know about them? Or are they fairly new that he wouldn't?
The village kind of popped up around them because they kind of came to the well. A good point of reference, and then set up there so that they could do quests and whatever sides. So they were there first, so Bruce may know some of them personally.
Yeah, it's just because part of his background of being a mercenary vet is he knows sort of all the local mercs and can put them in. You can get in touch with them and can always get work through them and
Yeah.
get lodgings as well.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, yeah, I'll head into the mercenary outpost, seeing as Damascus will know about it.
Okay.
So hop our head through. Not sure what the etiquette is, if it's just walk in or if there's like guards or whatever.
No guards, no, just walk in.
Cool, I'll just pop in.
Yep. So this is what you see when you get in. There just seems to be loads of kind of semi-armed people just lazing about in the chairs, having a couple snacks, stuff like that. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on. But Damascus, he comes in, he immediately recognizes one of the people there and rolls his eyes into the back of the person he notices is a man called Adova Fox.
And does he seem to be sort of like in charge, does he?
Yeah, he's the one kind of actually standing, and he has a girl next to him that he seems to be talking to and waving his arms around dramatically like he's trying to show something with them. He has a sword mounted on his belt, and he's got like proper full-on heavy armor on.
Oh, he seems like he'd be an issue for goblins to take on.
Hmm.
I'll walk up to him and sort of nod my head in greeting, and then introduce myself. Like, it's still morning, is it? I take it.
Yeah.
Like, good morning. I am Regnak the Wanderer. I travel here with my companion Damascus, and our new friend. I apologize. I didn't even ask your name.
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just Stevie. Don't worry about it, darling.
And Stevie, don't worry about it, darling. A pretty long name.
Oh, you're just one big kid, aren't you?
Not very big, but I am a birdman. We are new to the local area, and you seem to be perhaps in charge of this establishment.
That would be me. What can I do you for?
Well, I am a goblin hunter by trade, and I've been investigating recent outbreaks of goblin attacks, and I have recently secured Burnsville, thank you, and protected them from a growing goblin menace. And I was wondering if perhaps there may be some employ here for similar protection and prevention in this sort of area, as prevention is always better than the cure, or so they say.
Well, you can have another look at the job board if you like and see if anyone's posted anything else specifically. But Gerhard might be the one to talk to. He's the one in the library, diagonally across the fountain. He's the one who runs things around here, except when he's asleep or away, and then Quincy takes control and the whole place turns into a mess.
Good information to know. I will certainly both have a look at the job board and have a chat with Gebhard. Thank you for your time. And then I nod and sort of, in a military fashion, turn on my heel to walk away, without turning my back on him, kind of like showing him that I see him as an officer, kind of thing. Like a kind of a mark of respect that only military would notice.
Yeah, he does notice and seems to share a little glance at you. Damascus then turns to you and tells you what he knows about this guy. He was born just after the war and grew up hearing loads of stories about them, so decided he wanted to become the best warrior of all time, like the greatest warrior. But no one would teach him because everyone was dead, basically, after the war. So he taught himself, and now he's known in legend to be one of the people that you go to if you want to learn to be a legendary fighter. But Damascus says he's a pompous idiot, takes no responsibility for himself, hasn't ever fought a real enemy, and it's all just nonsense.
Perhaps we can change that then. I just said that quietly so Stevie didn't hear. Because I'm not letting them in on the big evil plan yet.
Yet.
Not until I trust them. Entirely.
Stevie, it completely goes over Stevie's head that there's like any sort of rank and respect here, so she kind of just throws him finger but guns and a wink and trudges over to you guys and like, hey, so what's happening? What we doing? We going over to the library or what?
Well, they do have a job board here. It might be worth seeing if there's anything we can get our fingers into for now. And then perhaps we can journey to the library after that.
Ugh, last time I was here, bad experiences, man. Don't listen to that blacksmith.
As you go over to the job board, you find a brand new listing from a blacksmith in a local town who is missing a kid. It seems very fresh, though. Ignored.
Yeah, I don't think we should engage in that one.
Stevie stands triggered. It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's over.
We already have a blacksmith in our village anyway. We don't need to make friends with another one.
No. There is also a listing for some farming goods and stuff to be brought into town. It seems to say it's from Quincy, looking for some more nice ingredients. Ben, you would know that they grow those ingredients in Burnsville. It's just that Quincy's full-time at the bar and can't go get it himself, so if someone could bring it to him, he would pay them. So, if ever you're doing a trip between the two, that's a good one. Potatoes and raspberries. There is another one as well. It's written in Dwarvish. Do any of you know Dwarvish?
I do not, but one of my goblins does.
Does Bruce know Dwarvish?
I don't think so. No, he knows common.
If you wanted to summon one of your goblins, then...
I'm keeping goblins out of the village at the moment.
Fair enough. You can take the listing off the wall. There seems to be multiple copies of the same one.
Yeah, I'll just quickly take it down and just have a scan around, see if there's any dwarves in the bar.
Doesn't seem to be any in the room for the mercenaries anyway. You do remember, though, Stevie, there were some dwarves who stayed over at Quincy's last night that you got absolutely hammered with, and that's why you got really unbelievably hammered, because you challenged them to a drinking contest.
Yes.
I'll keep hold of it then, I'll stick it in my pocket. Anything else that sort of sticks out, or is that sort of it?
There's some other, small quests. There's a note from a property developer about clearing out some ruins to the west, which would be kind of round the mountain where your main dungeon is. And it's just a bit of a wreck there, and he'd like to kind of rebuild it, so it's making sure that it's not infested with anything, because he doesn't want to do that himself. He just wants to put it back together.
Sounds like my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, it's definitely not a fag dungeon, is it?
No.
That's fine. Yeah, because we're south of here, aren't we?
You're north of Aphad Dungeon in Ashton. Burnsville is south.
AFAG's south of where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will draw a world map.
Yeah. And who's that posting from?
The rebuilding it.
Yeah.
It's from someone on behalf. It's from one of the guys, Gebhard, in the village, one of his contacts, and it's written on behalf of a man named... Fuck, where's his name gone? I can't find it.
As long as it's not Gilbert Lafayette, we'll be fine.
No, I will just fucking...
Oh, Bruce knows about that deception now, by the way.
Oh, okay. Just fucking search for fantasy names then. Fantasy medieval names. Merrick Ulrich. And I will put that in the handout.
Okay.
Um, in your dungeon.
Random question.
Mm-hmm.
If I put my glove hand over the helmet, does it tingle like it's illusion magic?
Yep.
Look it up. Cool.
Do you have all the details for the helmet in your book?
Yeah.
I'll copy them and give it to you in a handout and add it to the magic items list.
Okay. I just added helmet of red eyes to my inventory, so pretty much all I need to know about it.
I was going to call it like the Red Dragon Cowl or something, but okay.
I mean, that also works. It's just that reminds me what it is. And you said this note was from Gebhard on behalf of this other dude, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, I guess we should go have a look and have a chat with Gebhard, see if there's a reasonable reward for this, because I quite like exploring the area, and this would have us explore the area and perhaps get us paid as well.
Always up for more money.
More money.
I like
More
the way you think. But I'll stick the dwarven note in my pocket, because I'll get Mosek to translate that when we get back.
Okie doke.
I'm not, unless I like see a dwarf, I'm not going to announce that, by the way, I have a goblin who hunts dwarves.
Yes.
I'm trying to be somewhat subtle about being, evil.
Or you could go to another village as well if you wanted. And see if anyone speaks it there.
I'll go say hi to Gebhard and see what's what with this note, unless anybody has any objections.
No, let me just finish typing this up a little bit. Did it? Save. There you go. So that should pop up for you now.
Ah, there we go. I was looking for it, but it was right at the top.
Yep, sorry. Ashton Library. There we go.
Ooh, lovely.
Beautiful.
That is a lot of books. I think Lazard would have just had an aneurysm.
Yeah, I like choosing the pretty library pictures.
Hmm.
I've added it to your handout.
Oh, it actually already has a rule board on it, doesn't it? I don't really see much point in bothering Gebhard if Stevie's saying bad experiences of being there. Could just head out.
Fair enough.
With having a mercenary company, I don't think they're going to be willing to pay for goblin protection unless they actually see some evidence.
Of goblins.
Specifically, goblins being better than their mercenaries.
What I was thinking you could do, and this is out of character, this is what I would do, is put up your own job listings to get rid of goblins. Then they don't even have to see a goblin. And that gets them away from the village. And then you can attack the village. And then you can be like, you need protection!
Yeah, but I'm a glory hunter. So, whilst deceiving them appeals to my sneakiness, I kind of want the village to see them get beaten and then me solve the problem.
True.
Whilst that's a very clever tactic, it's not quite on the path my guy's thinking right now, because he wants to establish power and dominance. He hasn't quite gone down that full paladin path yet, but he's getting there. So if the attack goes massively wrong, it's a good idea to fall back on.
Yay.
So head out, go what, a quarter day west, northwest of Ashton.
Yeah.
If you fancy coming along for a journey.
I'm always game for a journey, darling.
Let's have a look. I am probably the stealthiest dude. So what I'll do is I'll sort of pop 100 meters ahead and sort of scout, and then sort of have Damascus and Stevie at the back.
Yeah, I'm big clumsy boys.
Yeah.
Get the bumbly boys out of the way.
You just have Birdman running ahead kind of thing.
Yeah. Flying ahead? Can you fly?
Nope, Kenku can't fly. That's why I was okay playing one at level 1. There's the Arrococker. There's another type of bird person, but they can fly at level 1 and it's just broken as shit.
Yeah. Do you want to roll me a d20 then? Can you roll one on behalf of Bruce?
He rolls a 3.
Oh. Okay. So I'm looking at the table.
Yeah, that's cool. Just in case it makes any difference, while I'm scouting, I'll have my bow out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, it drops my AC to 16, but oh no, 15.
You haven't rolled one for yourself.
You want one for me as well?
Yeah, for every character.
I got a 12.
Cool. Megan, can you roll me a d20?
Yeah.
And do you want to use the macro for it? So / roll space 1 letter d20?
Yes.
Here he is.
While you are scouting ahead, being all stealthy, I whip out my... Oh god, what's it called? Oh, Jesus. Dermacell? No.
Dulcimer?
That's the one. And I'm playing a jaunty tune, making small talk with, oh god, Damascus.
It is very small talk with Damascus. He's not a man of many words.
Exactly. Luckily, I'm quite happy just to bumble along, talking about nothing. My stories. Roll D21. No, D20, you dumb bitch. Okay. Sorry. There's a space, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, after the roll and before the 1, but no other space.
Sweet.
Yay!
Should I be doing a stealth check as well?
Yes, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 9.
Something gonna happen.
I'm just going to retire from being a scout and get Mosik to do it. He's like a fucking ninja.
No. 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 Oh my god, there we go, I think. Yes. So, as you're kind of walking along out ahead, you stand on a tree branch and you hear it crack underneath your feet. And then you can kind of hear some growling from the tree line as you start entering the forest. Would you
Yeah.
like initiative, everyone?
As soon as I hear the growl, I'm putting bow away, getting my sword and shield out.
Okay.
I put my dulcimer away and I grab a dagger.
Cool.
I also got 21 for initiative.
Right.
I need to get Bruce's character sheet up if I'm going to roll with him as well.
Sure, he's +2.
+1.
Oh.
He's not a very dexy boy. He's on 12.
Okay.
Me too, yeah?
Yeah.
Rolling for initiative. Uh-oh. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So, out of the forest jumps a large wolf. It's about 15 feet away from you, Ben, and it's your go first.
I take it it's totally aware of my presence.
Yeah, it's growling at you specifically.
Damn. On a scale of 0 to holy fuck, how scary's the wolf?
Like a 2, you know. You can take him down.
Alright, so it's not like a full-on holy fuck, we're gonna die moment.
Yeah, it's a dire wolf, but I've nerfed it.
Okay, look. In that case, I am going to try and calm it down.
Eh? Okay.
I'm just gonna sort of like make myself big and like shush it a little bit.
Do you have animal handling skill?
I have a +0. I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah, give it a go.
2.
Nope.
Nope.
It just seems to be getting more angry with you. So you're there going, whoa, boy. Whoa, he's a good boy.
Look, I want cavalry goblins, okay? It was worth a shot.
Okay. Meg, it's your go. It's about 25 feet away from you.
I step up and I whip out my rose petals, and I'm like, right, I'm sending this motherfucker to sleep.
Okay. If you go into your spells and then click on sleep to cast for me, please, and I'll read up on what that's meant to do again, because I don't remember.
It's like you roll 5d8, and that's how many hit points of sleep you do. If you reduce anything to 0 HP, it falls asleep and then it moves on. It doesn't actually do the damage, it's just if it's enough on the remaining HP, I think. Not sure on how many d8 it is.
So I've clicked on sleep and it's saying input value cast at what level?
You have it as a 1.
Yeah.
Level 1 spell.
So am I submitting?
Yep.
Boop.
Boop. Let me read that shit.
Once again, not ready to be a murderer. That's still
good boy. Lawful good boy.
that also uses up a spell slot as well.
Yeah. Can you roll me 5d8, please?
Already been rolled.
Oh, it does that already?
24 hit points. It shows up in the chat log.
Oh.
24 hit points to creature
24.
within 90 feet.
Oh, so it doesn't even need to roll to hit. Never mind. That's what I thought that was. I was like, what kind of +4 are you getting from somewhere?
No, a lot of spells don't need to roll to hit.
Okay. It is not asleep yet. Creature affected by the spell falls against its balance. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's unfazed.
Damn it.
Yep, an attempt was made. Oh dear. And that's your full action. Did you move up? Or did you stay 25 feet away?
I stayed 25 feet away. I don't want to get hurt again.
Aye, good plan. Damascus's go.
Oh, did I click dagger by accident? Sorry.
I'll just ignore it. It's chill.
He's just gonna stand in front of me and body block me, I guess. And there's no one else is going for the fight. He's not really willing to go in, and unlike he did with the cube, he's learnt his lesson this time.
So he's just gonna kind of shield up and deflect.
Yeah, he's literally going to stand in front of me being big. He's going to catch up to us.
Fair enough. So, right before Damascus's go, the direwolf went to go and bite you, but it missed. So kind of as this direwolf is lunging forward, I'm imagining Damascus coming in with his sword and just bonking him. Again, Lord of the Bonk. Just out of the way. What a boist. Round 2 then. Ben.
Now that I've got an ally close by, I can flank. Part of me still wants to try and get this wolf.
Okay.
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna hit the cunt.
Fair enough.
So rapier time. That
in fact hits.
Because that's a 21 because I have advantage because flanking.
Mm-hmm.
Which then does... I'm not going full out, so I'm not going to Divine Smite it, so... 16 damage.
Okie doke. Let me have a look. Yeah. Nice. Okie doke. And then it's back to you, Megan.
I'm picturing that the wolf is sort of recoiling from being stabbed with a rapier, so I go in with my daggers. Dagger.
By the way, when you use a spell and you use that spell slot up, you can still cast the same spell another 2 times. It's not limited to, like, you're only allowed to cast that spell once per day. So
I can cast sleep another 2 times.
Yeah. Unless you cast, like, what is it, Hideous Laughter or another full spell. Like, the cantrips you can use however often you want.
Right. So basically I can cast 3 full spells a day.
Yeah.
So it can be Sleep twice and Vicious Mockery once, or Hideous Laughter, Vicious Mockery, and Thunderwave, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm not wasting on a fucking wolf, though. I'm still gonna stab it. Stabby.
Roll me with your dagger.
They have advantage as well.
Yeah, because it's flank. Hell yeah! And roll me damage by clicking on the word dagger just underneath those numbers. Hell yeah! And Doyer Wolf's gonna go again this time. He's just been, like, shanked from all angles, and there's a metal wall in front of him in the form of Damascus. So he's a little bit spooked. He's gonna lash out and try to bite Damascus. Yep. Yeah, he severely misses. He just kind of breaks one of his teeth off Damascus's arm shield.
Oh, owie.
Yeah.
That's why you don't bite things made of metal.
Yep. But he panic. With a K. And it's Damascus's go now.
Well, seeing as everyone else is just swinging and hitting. 15 with his warhammer.
Oh, poor baby.
No. That hits.
Oh dear. Oh no, only 7 damage.
That's okay. He's bloodied. Righty ho. Back to you, Ben.
Given how scared it is, can I try and intimidate it to show it that I'm the alpha of the pack? So it'd be like become my buddy.
Sure, why not?
That'd be with intimidation.
Yeah.
12.
Let me try and do a counter roll.
Look, I just really want a wolf, okay?
I can tell. I would counter roll that with a charisma saving throw, wouldn't I?
Either charisma or wisdom.
Wisdom is better. Nah, he's spooked. He looking up at you like you told him that he's a bad dog. Why does this always happen?
Why do I keep recruiting the world?
Yeah. Why do you have a Damascus-sized dog now?
Well, Damascus is gonna lead my cavalry, so.
Woof.
Do I have a puppy?
You have a puppy.
Yeah.
Severely stabbed puppy, but it's a puppy.
Yeah. He's not keen on the other two of you, but he's officially Ben's shadow.
Cool. Stevie doesn't really like dogs, so she keeps her distance.
Fair enough. Righty ho then. I think that's you guys, and you're about to get to the dungeon. Let me rename the tab for my own safety. That's how you spell dungeon. You should have a black screen.
Yes.
Indeed.
And this is the castle you see.
Quite a cool
There-
little castle, to be fair.
It's broke as fuck. I went through Nature magazine for this.
Nice.
Planning. Anyway, so you would see that the dungeon has like just normal masonry walls. It's made of like flagstone that's then been reinforced with iron on it. It's definitely fucked. From what else you can tell of it, it looks like it may have already been attempted to be raided in the past. There seems to be a clear path in anyway, not just with the stairs, but leading up to the small stairs that will take you into the dungeon itself.
Yeah.
You can also tell that some of the stone isn't the same stone as most of it, so it seems to have been patched up in the past, but even that different stone is very old.
Okay, so like it was maintained once, but it's fallen into disrepair over time, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been rebuilt and put back together or repaired, like holes in the roof and stuff. It seems to be lots of different times, but now it's just gone down the gutter. By the way, your direwolf has 9 health points. If you want to write that down.
Yay. Well, let me find somewhere to stick it down.
You've got Ben's notes in the handout.
Yeah.
Oh, I should do one of those for you.
I'm just gonna call it Pooch, by the way.
Fair enough.
Do you want to take a quick 5-minute break before we hop into the dungeon?
Yeah, can do.
There we go. We're recording again, so you can carry on.
Cool. Reveal a bit. See?
What?
Up to it. So, this bit is top of the stairs that lead you up.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a room where you can see the walls have kind of caved in at two sides.
Okay. I'm gonna get the dog to sort of hang out about here, just sort of outside the entrance, just because they're a little bit fucked right now.
Yeah.
And then let's get some characters on the board. We'll use a goblin grunt for the wolf for now. Oh, why is Roll20 just froze on me?
Oh, you know you love to see it.
Piece of shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to refresh Roll20. There we go, I'm back in the game, and I'll see if I can put Bruce down this time. There we go, it worked. We have a Bruce and a wreck.
Cool. And I'll drag in.
Thank you.
Here we go. Everybody here.
So sorry, are we outside or inside the castle at the minute?
Technically outside, but it would have been inside had the walls not collapsed.
Right.
I'm gonna get Wolfie Boy to actually like pull into the room so it's like behind cover, just so not obvious that there's something sitting there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop over to this door and see if it's unlocked.
It is just an archway. It is open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you. Good.
Eh?
Oh, just my computer being a plonk. It decided to close all my other windows. Don't know why.
Haha, imagine bragging earlier that you were the only one with working tech. Haha.
It's just Roll20 being up.
In the meantime, I take a closer look at the sort of disintegrating brick walls.
All you can really tell is that there's this bit of the extension anyway has been built up quite a few times. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting in the rubble except what seems to be a sigil carved into stone. Let me see if I can bring it all. There. Okay. I'll put that in this. This symbol.
Let me just have a wee look-see, darling.
Okay.
Can I pick it up, or is it like in a big bit of rock that I can't pocket?
It's in a big bit of rock. It's a carving that would be probably about 6 feet tall.
Oh
It's
shit,
all
okay. I look at it and I don't recognize it. I call over Redneck and oh god, I keep forgetting names. I'm so shit.
Damascus.
Damascus.
I don't remember.
And Damascus, and I'm like, hey y'all, do any of you recognize this symbol?
I take it it's nothing either would recognise from the backstory other than it looks quite dwarven in nature.
No. Yeah, that's all you would know is that it's a dwarven.
Yeah, all I can really tell about it is it seems dwarven, but I couldn't distinguish anything more than that, I'm afraid.
Ugh, little dwarven bastards. They drunk me under the table last night. So embarrassing, but they sure can hold their liquor.
I know one person who could beat them in a drinking competition. I say as I'm looking over at Damascus, who's totally immune to the effects of alcohol.
I look over at him too, and I'm like, that guy could probably beat anyone at anything, darling.
Perhaps. So let's take a look inside, see what we can see. I'm gonna, I'll explain. So, because I'm quite stealthy and quiet, and everyone else is quite big, I'm gonna pop a bit ahead again, and sort of stealth up and just sort of peek around this corner here.
Some stealth, please.
10.
You are still not detected.
And then I'll just sort of go corner to corner and see if I can find anything interesting.
Do you have dark sight?
No.
I do.
I do have a hooded lantern. Have a look at the hooded lantern because I think that can still be used for stealth.
If you put your helmet on, technically the glowing eyes emit light.
Oh, the hooded lantern, instead of making it directional, just makes it smaller if you use the hood. That's crap. But yeah, if I can see better with the helmet on, I'll throw the helmet on.
Yeah, the red eyes emit light, just dim light up to 60 feet, so you can't see as clearly in the first 30 feet, but you can still see better. Also, while you're wearing the helmet, please increase your AC.
AC by how much? Sorry, it cut out.
Just one.
Let me see if I can write that into a macro. Hey, yeah, 19 AC.
Hell yeah.
With my dark sight, can I see anything that Redneck and Damascus wouldn't as I'm sort of examining the corridors as I'm moving along?
You'd more likely be able to see, if you're peeking your head round wreck, you'd be able to tell that there's a portcullis straight up ahead the long bit. They would have difficulty pinpointing that. They would just see that it's kind of like a doorway.
Mm-hmm. I sneak up to you, Redneck, and I'm like, I see a Damascus ahead. Do we approach?
Is it open or closed?
Closed.
Because I can see that there's another corridor. It might be worth having a check down there first. Let's pop up. Oop.
Are you looking around the corridor?
Yeah.
I overtake Damascus just for, because I feel I'm more useful.
Yeah, probably. He's really good at hitting stuff.
I can see, baby.
And then, bloop, having a look around here.
Oh.
It really didn't look like it had all these windy corridors from the outside.
Nope.
Anything interesting down the corridor, or?
Yep. On the ends of this corridor, just kind of looking down, you can see what seems to be demonic faces carved into the wall.
And if I open up my divine sense, is there any good or evil coming from it?
It would be considered evil.
Well, this place certainly has an evil vibe to it.
You don't say.
I mean, in a magical sense rather than decor.
Yeah, I must admit this place sure is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, you don't seem fazed by the fact that my eyes are suddenly glowing red, but...
Oh, honey, I ain't fazed by much.
Fair enough,
Apart from I don't like rats.
Well, hopefully there won't be too many.
Megan's character has the spell that's imbued on your helmet. So she can cast that and make other things glow and make minor illusions and stuff.
Okay. I guess I'll just pop up to the next corner. Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, I choose to follow you, even though I see that there's a little opening before the closed door up the corridor. I still choose to follow you because I like that evil energy, bro. I'm here for it.
And the entire corridor, which is like 100 foot long, including the other end, is just covered in demonic faces, both sides.
Nice.
Oh my lord, what kind of carry bullshit has been happening down here?
Definitely a place we should have taken Lazard, if I'm honest. He could be well into this right now.
You can bring him back.
True. I'll pop around this corner, have a little look-see.
It's an archway which opens a room.
Oh, finally a room. Is there anything interesting I can see in the room from the doorway?
From the doorway, you can see a fountain of water is against the south wall in between the two doors. There's a writing on the fountain that seems to be graffitied saying trespassers will be flayed alive in blood.
Nice. I'm going to walk up to it and have a little look.
Do an investigation for me.
One. It's an intelligence-based skill. I have a -1 in it.
Yeah, you don't notice it.
I mean, I was just walking up and having a look because it intrigued me.
You don't notice anything. Just blood running on the bottom of the fountain. They draw the fountain.
Okay. Anything else in the room, or is there just the fountain?
Just the fountain.
I want to look at the fountain.
Go ahead.
I empty my water skin that I have from the pure fountain in Ashton, and I decide to fill my water skin with the water that's in this fountain. Not to drink, just to have, so that I can I don't know, examine it later.
Okay. The water in the fountain seems to be little bit contaminated, so I'd make a point of noting not to drink from your water skin.
I'm dumb, but I know not to drink stagnant water. I don't want listeria.
Medieval hysteria, yes.
Damascus is just looking at it, kind of thirsty.
No Damascus. Even though it would probably be fine, no.
I'm pretty sure he's immune to disease. Oh, but he doesn't need to eat, drink, or breathe. So. Or sleep.
Oh, fucking hell, Damascus.
So he's just looking at it and like, what do humans do with this? And while that's going on, I'm going to pop up here and have a look around this corridor as well.
It's a door.
The doors. If I try and open it with the handle, is it locked or unlocked?
It is unlocked.
Really glad I bring lockpicks with me everywhere I go. I'll have a little peek through then.
Wait.
Anything that I can see?
Yep. So.
Ooh.
There is another well in the center, southeast corner of the room. The sound of horns, musical horns, heard faintly on the south wall.
Hey.
Anything from the shop?
No, thank you.
I like the wells in here, don't they?
I go up to the well. Sorry, where is it? Southeast?
Yeah, I've just drawn a bad one of it.
I want to investigate this well to see if it is similar in any way to the one that I fished water out of earlier.
Yep, roll me an investigation, please. That's in your skills roll, everything else is.
Intelligence-based skills, my absolute forte.
Yeah. It looks pretty much the same.
It's like still the blood and everything, yeah?
There's no writing on it, but it looks to be the same type of water anyway. Just boosty, stale, not done anything for a while.
Cool. Oh, are there any interesting plants or algae or beasties in the water?
No, it seems like everything in here's been cut off. The air is very, very stale, like the doors haven't been opened in a long time.
Cool.
Considering someone wanted this cleared out, it's been suspiciously quiet. You're saying there was horns coming from the south wall?
Yeah.
Burp. Burp. Is it like coming from anything obvious, or just seems to be emanating from the wall itself?
The wall itself.
I don't trust it. I'm going to throw a dagger at it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Cool, I'll pick my dagger back up.
Cool.
I step forward with my bardic powers. I take out my... Oh, I forgot what it's called again. Dulcimer?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I start playing along to the melody that I'm hearing.
Oh yeah. Opens a secret door up here.
Well, I
Oh,
guess that's where we should go then.
It likes my jams.
Like them be.
I'm excited, so I go first.
I was gonna let you go first because it's your door.
I peer through the door, anxious, but also kind of excited that, I did something.
As you look through the door, you can see 4 skeletons playing music next to a pile of gold.
Ew, okay.
Here's the pile of gold. Let me get my skeleton boys. Sharks. Here we go. Cool.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Some dreamers down your form. And there's a pile of gold.
Yes. Okay. I enter the room cautiously.
Give me
Still
a check,
play
please.
Dulcimar.
Can I have a stealth check to see whether they see you as an enemy or not?
Oh shit. I come in peace, but I'll understand if they don't see me that way. I am quite big and goofy. What do I do? Stealth check?
Same place you found investigation. Stealth should be the bottom. They don't like you.
Oh shit.
And this is why I let you go first.
Yes. So, because Rek and Damascus aren't in the room yet and haven't been seen, can everyone apart from Ben roll initiative? And I'll do it for all 4 skeletons.
I mean, I was watching the whole thing. I was just staying away.
Yep. Write this down. And it goes. Meg, have you rolled initiative and I've just missed it, or am I being dumb?
Sorry. No, I didn't hear what you said. I think it glitched out.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, beep. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that is shit. One. Yeah. Mm. 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 How do we feel about leaving it at that for this session? And leaving it on a nice cliffhanger.
Oh god. I'm sorry, Stevie.
Can do.
That lets me plan more enemies, to be honest.
Sure. I already have an idea of what I might do to the skeletons.
Yeah.
I'm very good at killing undead, by the way.
Yeah.
You see, you got to learn about Stevie. She's not going to take the killing route. She doesn't like it. She's trying to move away from that life.
She Batman.
She used to be a gladiator in the pits, but now she's like, I want to feel my musical dream, brothers.
So literally Gladiator, but the line, "Are you not entertained?" has a slightly different meaning now.
Yeah.
Name is one.
So we're going to do the stereotypical cliche thing of ending the video there on a cliffhanger and find out what happens next time in Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.